Welcome everyone to Living with the Times. We are now in the beginning of the month of Elul and making preparations for the holidays of Tishrei, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, Hoshana Rabbah, and Simchat Torah. And the month of Elul is when we prepare through meditation and introspection and tshuva. So there are a number of verses that have 4 words whose acronym spells out Elul. The most famous one is from Song of Songs, Shir HaShirim, Ani ledodi v'dodi li. I am to my beloved, and my beloved is to me. The first letters of those 4 words spell out Elul. What many people don't notice is about the last letters in these words. Again, Ani ledodi v'dodi li spells out Aleph Lamed Vav Lamed, Elul. But if we look carefully, the last letters of all 4 words are the letter Yud. Ani ledodi v'dodi li. 4 yuds. Now it turns out that the letter, according to the Sefer Yetzirah, through which the month of Elul is created, is the letter Yud. But here we see something very interesting. The letter Yud equals 10, and there are 4 of them, so 4 times 10 equals 40. There are exactly 40 days between Rosh Chodesh Elul and Yom Kippur. And these 40 days are the same last 40 days that Moshe spent on Mount Sinai. And in the last 40 days, he received the second tablets of the law, and he descended on Yom Kippur. He went up to the mountain on Rosh Chodesh Elul, and he came down in Yom Kippur. And so these 4 yuds, the last letters of Ani ledodi v'dodi li, allude to these 40 days. And when Moshe came down with the second tablets, so this represented God's forgiving the people after the disastrous sin of the golden calf. And as a result, Moshe broke the tablets. So the giving of the second tablets was a sign of forgiveness, of atonement. And that Yom Kippur, when Moshe came down, marked for all time the energy of Yom Kippur. Now I'd like to mention a different idea, and that is a concept in Kabbalah called an awakening from below and an awakening from above. That sometimes through our own efforts, we reach out to Hashem, to God, and sometimes God from above awakens us to return to Him. So when we take the initiative, it's called an awakening from below, Hitaruta dilatata. And when God, through many different types of circumstances, awakens us, that's called an awakening from above. So the month of Elul, when we say Ani ledodi v'dodi li, represents an awakening from below. I am to my beloved, and my beloved is to me. So when we make the move, I am to my beloved, so God responds, and my beloved is to me. What's interesting is in the month of Nisan, we're told that the roles reverse. And this also comes from a verse in Shir HaShirim, and it's almost virtually the same words. But here it's Dodi li v'ani lo. My beloved is to me, and I am to him. So here in Pesach, God takes us out of Egypt. He brings the 10 plagues, And the awakening is from above. And he takes us out of Egypt. And we respond by following God into the desert. But in Elul, we are making the move from below, and God is responding from above. But here we have another concept called hit kalalut, inter-inclusion, where anything in life, if you look beyond the superficial, you'll see a deeper dimension. So we're told that with every awakening from below, there is also a secret awakening from above. How can we see this in Elul? Because we have a tradition that says, and it's a metaphor, a symbolic teaching, that the king is in the field, that God, as it were, comes out of his hidden chambers, and he's accessible. He's in the field. He's there to meet the people. So we could ask, well, what comes first? Am I to my beloved, or is my beloved to me? In other words, am I awakened to do tshuva from below because God is in the field and that awakens us from above? Or is it because I am now expressing my desire to be close to God that God comes and is accessible in the field? Now, they're both true. They're both true, but it's like a mirror image. So you have an awakening from below that also has a secret awakening from above. And also there's an awakening from above because God perceives deep inside of us that we want to return from below. And the same thing with Pesach. Here we said, Dodi li v'ani lo. My beloved is to me. God is awakening us, and then we follow God into the desert. But in the text, it says that Israel cried out, and God knew that now it was the time to redeem Israel. And right after that, God appears to Moshe at the burning bush. So here also, on the superficial level, it's God at Pesach time is awakening us. But here we see also in the text itself is that we cried out from our bondage and the oppression, and then God responded. So again, they're both true. So the point here is that in the month of Elul, we should take the initiative, ani l'dodi, I am to my beloved, and express to God how I want to be close to him. And God will respond by coming out to the field and being accessible to us. But we should also know, we have to look very deep inside to perceive how God is awakening us in ways that we don't even realize. Everyone should have a blessed new year. K'tiva v'chatima tova.